Hi Capricorns, welcome to your August mid-month readings with me, Marianne from Marianne's Mystic Mentions. I appreciate you stopping in very, very much. Now, I generally don't do the mid-month readings, but I'm super happy to be doing so. I started a new job. There's been a lot of transitions for myself and many people. And what I realized was, well, maybe I should wait till September, and then thought, why? I mean, the new job was all about orientation this past week, so there was and then I have my other job that I've just decided I'm going to do the latter part of the day. So it's a full day and it's fine, but it was about navigating, how I am going to fit in the readings, and it's working out great because really not too much has transpired between the beginning of the month and now, primarily because other than the things I'll mention briefly, we are in Leo season though, so happy birthday if you know Leos, Capricorn, and you're cross watching or something. Wait, I don't know how that would work, but we are in Leo season till later on this coming week. So I'm reading these on the 17th of August, and the 22nd, 23rd, depending on where you're located, is when we start Virgo season. This is really good for you as a earth sign yourself. I think in my mind, and I think with people I know, and I know Capricorns, that's just that when it resonates with your element, like it does, you're feeling really at peace. I think you feel more in your body and because you're fundamentally the same, right? So I like that right off the bat. Then we have the new moon happening as well on the 23rd. So that's about a new start, a new fresh start. We've had the Mercury retrograde and 3 other planets retrograde this month of August and, well, the latter part of September and through August. But alas, that ended. Mercury went direct on the 11th. However, it takes about 2 weeks for it to fully build back up its momentum, as it does prior to the actual retrograde. You start to feel the little glitches and things that come with Mercury retrograde, and communication maybe a little bit off, and cognitive ability. I trip over my words more often than transportation is affected, and then of course also technology. Yeah. So I experienced all of those, and we do sometimes in one realm or maybe not at all, but mostly it's everything we live with. We get by just fine. My point is that as we're building up that momentum, it's anytime you watch these readings, it's perfectly good. But I think that mid-month readings are going to be just fine. So moving along, I'm going to be doing a specific format. If you're new, welcome. I like to definitely have the chakra check for every single sign, every single month. And those, of course, are the energy centers that reside in our bodies. I speak specifically of the 8. There are many. The last one was the throat chakra for Sagittarius. So I also want to mention that I have little conversations and meditations, if you will, tuning into each and every sign's energy prior to the reading. And then I come up with what I believe the energy and color that actually correlates with the specific chakra as well. Not always. And it was purple. And I'm wearing purple, I know. And I love purple, of course. It's one of my favorite colors. But I don't think, since I started the brand of doing the chakra and the energy messages more, that I've ever felt the purple for you. But the purple represents the third eye, which is right between the eyebrow chakra, and that is about your intuition and your psychic abilities, your natural gifts. We all have them. Some, want them and they excel more because they ask for that. But regardless of whether you ask for it or not, it's always innate within us. And I think there's going to be a notable up-leveling of that. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised because information will come through various forms, but it can come through people, music, definitely downloads from dreams. But do keep that in mind, okay? Because that's my own personal spiritual guidance that I received. And then I'm going to pull the one that Spirit, in addition to what I mentioned, has in mind for you. So I'm going to do that by sticking this behind my back and just kind of shuffling in all 8, because I'm just dealing with the 8. It's pretty simplistic, but it has a powerful punch to it as far as I'm concerned. And the cards have a beautiful saying and mantra on the back that I like to read, because it really can help you to focus a specific area for the month, and then recognize that we have the ability to transform anything, basically, but especially within ourselves, to really utilize this energy and open that chakra wide and strong to be the best selves we can be. And it's a gift, they're all gifts. Energy is a gift. Energy is everywhere, right? And energy is certainly color in its form, and it's everything we touch, and you feel certain energies more than others. And for you, you have the second chakra, and that's your passion, that's your pleasure, that's your incredible creativity. Your juices are just flowing, and you're just feeling just so alive, and like they maybe had been stifled, but you're just like, I need to bring this out. I need to share this with others. I know that you're archetyped as a Capricorn is the goat. That's very sure-footed, and there's no obstacle that's too big for you. You are successfully driven. You are very capable, very successful, very, resourceful, and many other things. But that's a beautiful thing to kind of focus on when it comes to your well-being, your sensuality, your sexuality, your energy, your how you feel about yourself. It's a beautiful, beautiful chakra. All of them are so vitally important. The message on the back is the second chakra: effervescence, creativity sparkles from my being. My life's path is clear and founded in love, respect, and adventure. Okay, so keep that in mind. And if you were to say that, if for any reason you're feeling a little stifled or blocked in that chakra area, this will open it right up for you. So wonderful, wonderful, good stuff there. Now, I do correlate the crystal that is also associated with the specific chakra. And for the sacral chakra, we have this beautiful, I think I put it away, yeah. It did come out before, but I think it's been about 4 or 5 readings back. And it is the beautiful carnelian. And I love the carnelian because it looks like a big jelly bean to me. But what it says is, sacral represents creativity, pleasure, and joy. I share my gifts with the world with both ease and grace. I have the power to create change, and we all do. And that's so synonymous with what I just said to you about what your archetype is. It's like you're an amazing creator. You're an earth sign. You're grounded, you're determined, you're persistent. You love earth, you love, planting those seeds, you love seeing what the benefits can be, and you love feeling the comforts and you love nature in general. Mostly. I don't think I've met a Capricorn who doesn't, but I could be wrong. It doesn't mean it has to be in the mountains. It could be around the ocean. All of those are a portion of nature, right? So I'm going to bring that beautiful crystal and put it in my necklace that I use when I can then infuse the reading that I'll be doing for you for the month of August with the beautiful crystal. And it'll help me to bring out my creativity as a reader and invite Spirit to help me with any extra messages as well. So we'll get this on here really quickly for you and get on with the reading, which is, by the way, going to be a 6-card spread with past, present, and future messages, along with clarifications for all of those. I'll then finish with a oracle message, and I hope that you'll find a resonance with this. If you really want to get the most depth from readings, it's great to watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, okay? Here's the beautiful crystal. it's been pretty slippery when I try to show people. So there's a little bit of speckles in there. And there are many different varieties, but it's just gorgeous. And it's just helping to, the properties of crystals vary, and they're so great for energy. And you can always reignite them, if you will, and bring them power by putting them in water like on a new or full moon. So I'm going to put this on right now. We'll set these cards away, and I hope that had a resonance with you as far as the second chakra and the creativity that you're bringing forth. There's so much creativity that's being brought forth, and there's one really good reason I can mention astrologically. We are about to have our next series of eclipses. They're every 6 months, and they run in pairs for the new moon and the full moon, and they're considered as part of the nodes that represent, their position on the planet. And the north node is in the sign of Pisces, which is a water sign, but it's extremely, one of the most creative, definitely one of the most psychic, intuitive, and old soul, the 12th sign of the zodiac, and so also just very giving and caring and selfless and nurturing. So that energy is being brought to all of us and has been. And when the eclipses happen, the messages can last for months, upwards of 6 months or longer. And we had a lot of messages from the same series of eclipses of Pisces and Virgo from March. So that's been 6 months, and so that information has been pretty much digested, and you're recognizing what direction you're being sent to, more or less, for the highest good. And now here we have yet another to help, raise the consciousness even more, or evolve in whatever way that it is presenting itself to you, because it can be very different. But that sacral chakra is very conducive for the energy that is being brought forth, and that's the north node in Pisces, where the direction we want to be going. The south node in Virgo is the releasing. Anytime it's in the south, it's the releasing. It's the dragon analogy. So maybe that makes sense too. But just knowing that you have great gifts within you, and I think you're going to want to be utilizing them maybe more than you have in a long time. Maybe something completely new you've never even tried before, painting or singing or writing, or who knows. There's such a variety of it, but it's wanting to come out for sure. So now's the time. So I'm going to be doing the past, present, and future. This is a beautiful cat tarot deck. I did it in honor of Leo season prior to going into Virgo, but it's just really cute, and I'm a cat lover. I have a cat. So past, present, and future with clarifications, Capricorn. Now, what else can I say? Yeah, the Virgo new moon is going to be great for writing down your intentions. That's starting with something really important and new that you maybe have thought about, but haven't quite put it into action yet. Well, that would be the absolute beautiful time for that. Past meaning anything prior to this reading. There's no specific linear time. And you have the 10 of Pentacles. Whoa! That's as high as it gets. This is the court aspect of the tarot. We've got the major arcanas and the court cards. The 10 it's the ultimate. It's you're having worked so hard, which you do, and then being able to benefit and see and reap the rewards in all areas of your life. And I always say my wealth is in my health, because I've had health issues. Most people have in some capacity, but we heal and we grow and we get stronger from it. And this could be family, it could be legacy, things you want to create so that you can leave for your family and those that you care deeply about, whatever family is. And I absolutely love it. So yes, and 10 is always representing a new cycle. With numerology, it goes 1 through 9. And if there's a 0, you take off the 0, it becomes 1 again. And so on. But it's just, I'm not surprised to see this, Capricorn. Like I said, you are known as one of the most successful signs in the zodiac. Clarifying that you have the King of Swords. Wow, this is power. This is that the king versus the queen in any sign, also the court card though, is the more masculine energy that we have within us, because we all have feminine and masculine energy. And it's about really being very, very straightforward about your thoughts, your communication. The swords represent the air element. And that is just like getting great recommendations, counsel, maybe sometimes usually in the higher, not higher, but in the fields of professionalism, such as attorneys, doctors, teachers, the list goes on. And something is coming forth to continue to inspire you and to motivate you to continue to have this incredible, abundant life, okay, with the 10 of Pentacles. And being in touch and just making sure that communication is understood, because during retrograde, especially Mercury retrograde, it can be very discombobulated. And it happens when you send text. I notice I'll be sending one thing and I don't even know how the text that came out did, but just double checking and all that happens. We're almost out of that whole episode till the next one, because we live with them our whole lives, those Mercury retrogrades. But clarity, truth, justice, all of those fall into the category of the air signs. Once again, the Aquarians, Gemini, and Libras of the world. Maybe you're associated with that in some way through business, or in family, or in friendship, or in relationship. So then present energy is the Hanged Man. Oh my gosh. Well, that is a major arcana. Those are very important. That's the spirit saying, okay, we really want you to listen and focus on this specific energy. Well, this represents Pisces. And I just said that's the up and coming. We're already feeling the effects, whether we know it or not. There's kind of this electrifying kind of undertone of excess energy, if you will, that eclipses tend to do. Even though it's in the first one on September 7th, will be in Pisces, which is generally can be very calming and peaceful, loving energy. It's an eclipse. So just know that the Hanged Man is generally depicted on the Rider-Waite-Smith as a person who's hanging upside down from the tree of life. And there's this beautiful glowing halo around the head and this very pleasant, serene and calm expression, because even though this person is upside down, they are fully enveloped in the reality and understanding that they are watched over, cared for, protected. There's no feeling of a rush. There's probably been a hesitation of some sort, of course, with the retrogrades and the other retrogrades of the month, which were Neptune, Pluto, and Saturn. So, I mean, yeah, this whole year had quite a few of those. This is all about introspection. It's all about going inward, and that's exactly what this is about. But just know, once all of this goes direct, the answers will be given to you and provided. And in the meantime, you don't necessarily feel rushed by it. It's a really beautiful feeling of knowing that you are at the exact right place at the right time. So that might be your feeling at this moment, okay? In this present reading. Clarification of that is the Hierophant. This is fantastic. You're there, you're allowing spirit, source, higher power, whatever you want to call God, Gaia, you name it. You're allowing it to just flow and penetrate through you and just experience this quiet where you can feel things maybe you've not felt in that, especially, as I mentioned, the intuitive, psychic things that are going to be probably way more prominent for you. And the Hierophant is the teacher in our lives. They are the rite of passage. Maybe this idea that maybe it is time to commit myself to this particular person that I've cared about so very much, been so busy. Maybe it's time for me to realize that 10 of Pentacles means that I want a family. I want a legacy. I want to have that with a certain special someone. And maybe that someone is, like I said, An air sign doesn't have to be, but it's very possible. And also just knowing that you're also, once again, always being guided, the Hierophant, another major arcana. So this is absolutely beautiful. You've allowed yourself the time to take in the information. You didn't feel rushed during the retrograde. There's no sense in rushing because things happen as they will. And once it goes forward, then you can once again go outward and just start, putting things out to be received. So then we have the future and we have the, what is that? Let me double check. I just had a cataract surgery, which went amazing, but it's still a little blurry. 3 of Pentacles. Is that the 3 of Pentacles? Well, I'm a little confused because it's got the 3 of Pentacles, which is the earth energy, which is you. But it also has the cat and the fangs there, and like really taking a bite into something is what I'm thinking. So no, I do believe it is the Pentacles. And I also believe that it's you working with others in collaboration, which is also hugely important in the next 20 years with Pluto now in Aquarius, an air sign, where it's about working in groups, it's about entrepreneurialism, it's about really focusing on how we can help each other and be a much more, caring planet for each other, and watching and having things more fair and just on all levels. And so let me double check for sure though, but that's really beautiful too, because I feel like a lot of Capricorns have been very much in charge of most of their success, and you're fine with that. It's not like you mind. It is the 3 of Pentacles right here, if you can see. And that's great, and you're perfectly content with that, because I think you feel like the way you do it is probably be better than a lot of us, and I'm sure that it is. But you're kind of changing your thought process, maybe with the Hangman and the time to think about it, and the mentors of the guides or spirit animals, whatever it is for you that's been letting you know what, you don't have to do it alone. There's power in numbers, and you will be helped, and it'll feel really good. It'll maybe take some pressure off of you. It's also known as the Master card, the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, just like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna expand my thought process and my horizons. And in clarification of that, you've got the arrow saying all systems go. It's this way, okay? Go that way. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Well, there we are. The aces are one of my most favorite because they represent beginnings. They represent the change, the transformation, the newness. And Pentacles, once again, many Pentacles here. You're doing really, really well, but I feel like there's even more that's going to be available to you, and new avenues, because the aces are new. They're the beginning. It starts with one step, right? And that step can lead to so many things that so many times we have no idea that particular venture would have actually, evolved into something way more than we would have imagined. So what an amazingly abundant reading. What a definite indication that you are feeling good within yourself, because the energy is Pentacles, which is what you are. There's nothing better, and it's only going to get better in the season of Virgo, which is also an earth sign. And, Virgo as well is all about, resources and being smart and handling, your comforts in all the right ways when it comes to the earthly goods. So I hope that you resonate right away with this, but I mean, it may take some time, and nothing happens overnight, and there's no rhyme or reason per se with the energy of of tarot and spirituality anyway. So, but let me finish with your oracle message and just bless you and tell you that I greatly appreciate everybody watching my channel. It's a small channel. I would like to change that. I would like to evolve and grow, and I've been doing it for many years, and there's certain things I'm learning and wanting to learn about in order to make that happen. But generally, it's pretty just what you see is what you get. Not a lot of editing or anything of that nature, just my spirit and my passion to to share information and guidance whenever possible. It's something I will be doing till the day I'm not able to, basically. So, but this is the Star Seed Oracle. What you can do to support me would be to like, subscribe, share. You know, just YouTube needs to see that, and it's all free. So that's a supportive gesture that goes way farther than I think a lot of people know. So thank you if you feel so inclined to do that for me. Your message is the messenger. Wow. Cirrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. Well, after Virgo is Libra season, and that's all about balance and the scales. And it's important to always do what you can in regards to your life with that as well. But it seems like you got everything kind of worked really well, but something to always consider. You know, you don't want to overdo anything. You want to keep yourself feeling good in your physical form as part of the Ten of Pentacles, of course. And I just see expansion and growth and definitely trust in the process. Let me read to you what it says. Look at this gorgeous card. They're all so pretty. And it has a really beautiful saying that if you'll just bear with me another moment, I can read to you, because it's really dedicated to you, Capricorns. And, you know, we don't have a lot longer of this year. I always say when September happens, it's like, Merry Christmas. Right? It's kind of crazy, but it's true. You're part of the lineage, oh my gosh, there's the word lineage, of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet, to returning time and again to see the light, the crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine. Wow. That was brought up as well. Somewhere. I hope. To honor both the sacred feminine, to usher deep reverence back in. That's such an important word, reverence, for others, for ourselves. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius, often appearing as a shade of blue. Gosh darn it. I did see the light blue glove as well. But I still love this because this is very important. It's letting you know you've got this beautiful guidance system, intuition right here, to take in as you will everything in life. They hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony, to ensure greater balance, to help us see that we're all connected and that the masculine and feminine energies exist within us all. You're being called to bring about this balance to harmony between the masculine and feminine, to be a garden of harmony and balance on earth. Think of the whales traveling around the globe, sharing love through their healing vibrational song. Their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. A rebalancing of masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. It is a resurgence of sacred within us all. A returning of the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven and earth, You can begin to bring harmony and create balance in your own life. The ripples will flow from there. You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. This is a very, very important message for you. And I'm not sure 100% why. It is a general reading, but I know that all of you know that. And if you don't, you're going to start feeling that within you. And the balance is essential for all of us. I think during your Hanged Man time, a lot of this has come down and been, you know, brought through your crown chakra and to maybe through dreams or music or other ways to send the messages to you. And it's all for your benefit in your higher learning and experience of life. So thank you for your time. You mean a great deal. Time is very important. I appreciate you. Please come back for your September reading because I'll be here for you. Enjoy the rest of August. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.